What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new album from the band Skeletal Spectre, entitled Voodoo Dawn. This is released on Pulverized Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of both Sweden and the United States. And the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very bleak and dirty hybrid of both death metal and doom metal. Think, if you will, to old Celtic Frost or Autopsy, to even Entombed and Dismembered, with just a little bit of that Black Sabbath edge going on. This has been a band that has been making a lot of consistently good music, preferably this band's first two releases, Tomb Coven and Occult Spawn Premonitions. Both really awesome albums. Really, it had that old school, almost horror movie type of vibe to both the music and the lyrical content. Some really top-notch stuff. Now we have the third full length from this band. It's 9 tracks, and it clocks in at around 34 minutes in length. And I can easily say that this is probably the band's most clearest and most concise record to date, because it takes everything that you pretty much knew from this band's first few releases and fine-tunes everything to create something very, very dark and very heavy. There's a lot of heaviness going on with this album. The guitar work here is great. I really enjoy the way the riffs are being used with this album. Take the tracks Serpent Moon and Bone Dust. There's some really chaotic riff work going on with those particular tracks, and just the way the tone is on the guitar, it's just balls deep heavy. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Asphyx, Hail of Bullets, pretty much any band Van Drunen is in. That's the type of vibe I get when I hear the kind of guitar work going on here. I think the riffs are great, the solos are sick. I just love the creativity within the solos. It makes the listener very interested, and there's just a lot of movement and chaotic structuring going on with the guitar riffs. I think it's very solid. Bass-wise, I think the bass is very good, very nice, warm tone throughout. The kind of tone that you would hear on a death doom type of record. Really good audible bass. It definitely suits itself well with the guitar being played here. I just enjoy this bass guitar tone. It's very suitable here. Drum-wise, the drums maintain a really good pace all the way throughout, and therein lies this band's almost D-beat kind of approach going. I want to say on the track Shallow Grave, you definitely hear some of the patterns and movement within the drums, just the way the kick and snare sound, just the way the beats are. It's just great. I just love this drum style. It's very loud. It's very natural sounding, and I really appreciate the way the drums are being executed here. And the vocals are just straight out monstrous. If going back to an album I reviewed earlier in the year, A Beast Conceived by the band Howling, the vocalist of Howling is also the vocalist for this band. She did vocals on the 2011 album Occult Spawn Premonitions. That's where the US aspect of this band comes in. And I honestly think Vanessa's an amazing addition to this band. Her vocal range is just top-notch. She can scream, she can growl. Just her lows are just amazing. Some bellowing, devastating growls. I just love her vocal tone. The way she delivers her lyrics, her words, it's fantastic. And I love that about this vocalist. It's just amazing. Amazing vocal stuff. I guess if I were to have one complaint, I guess I would have liked for this album to go on just a little bit longer. I mean, it's only 34 tracks, and honestly, I don't feel that there's much in the way of filler. There really isn't that much to be found, in my opinion. Every song has a place and a purpose on here, and I think it's extremely terrific. So overall, like I said, I think this is probably the most cohesive and tight-knit sound that Skeletal Spectre have done yet. I really love the way that everything sounds and flows together here. It's fantastic, and if you're a fan of this band's previous efforts, you'll definitely find something to enjoy with this new album. So, if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Altar of Damballa. Great opening riff on that track. Serpent Moon, Bone Dust, Shallow Grave, She-Wolf of Devil's River. Some great song titles and some awesome lyrics going on here too. So I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Pulverized Bandcamp where you can stream this album, hear it for yourself, be your own judge. Buy it digitally if you want to. Buy it physically from their store. I bought this from Dark Descent. Excuse me, not Dark Descent, but Razorback Recordings. But I'm sure they have that too. So buy this physically wherever you're able to. This is some awesome death doom. So I'm going to show you the album again. This is Voodoo Dawn by Skeletal Spectre. This is released on Pulverized Records. Support, and I'm going to give this a very strong 8 out of 10. Awesome album, and great death doom if you're into Autopsy or Entombed or Celtic Frost or Hooded Menace, any of those kind of things. So check out Skeletal Spectre. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.